7 bone-chilling cruise ship horror stories that still haunt travelers today. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting an eerie glow over the vast expanse of ocean as the cruise ship, SS Fantasia, drifted into the twilight. Passengers laughed and danced, blissfully unaware of the haunting shadows lurking just beneath the surface. But in the depths of the sea, there echoed the tormented cries of those who met tragic ends on these luxurious waters. The stories were whispered by the crew, tales of chaos and mystery that sent shivers down even the most seasoned sailor's spine. What horrifying truths did the ocean hold? Who had vanished without a trace? Weeks before, the ship had been the talk of the town, its grandeur boasting a cinema, lavish ballrooms, and sparkling pools. Yet, many who boarded it never returned to shore. One passenger, a woman named Lila, had been seen arguing with a man on the deck moments before she disappeared. A sudden, violent wave had swallowed her up, or so they said. Others swore they had seen her smile just before falling into the abyss. It was as if the ship itself had claimed her, and no one dared speak her name aloud after that. Tension hung in the air as stories surfaced of eerie sightings in the ship as hallways. Shadows flitted past windows at night, and mournful sounds echoed, resembling someone weeping. The crew grew nervous. Many claimed they felt a heavy presence weighing down on them, as if they were being watched by unseen eyes. And then there was the old sailor with a haunted look, who muttered warnings about a curse. "Never sail in calm waters, that's when the storm comes," he'd chuckle, sending the crew into fitful silence. "Hey, before we continue with this amazing story, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Take a quick second to check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I'd hate for you to miss any of the exclusive content coming soon. And while you're there, smash that like button, it really helps me out with the algorithm. Oh, and tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's connect. But one fateful night, the power flickered and died, plunging the ship into an ominous darkness. The screams of passengers pierced the night, echoing off the walls like a broken record. The whispers grew louder, each tale more sinister than the last. No one saw the figure that slipped away from the crowd, but they felt an unmistakable chill sweep through the air, a promise that some truths would never be uncovered. What dark secret was hidden in the depths? What awaited those brave enough to uncover it? In the suffocating darkness that enveloped SS Fantasia, panic rippled through the passengers like a shockwave. The laughter had turned into frantic cries as people stumbled through the hallways, searching for light, for safety, something solid to cling to. Emma, a college student on her first cruise, felt her heart pounding in her chest. She groped through the void, her trembling hands seeking any familiar surface. A blood-curdling scream shattered the commotion, silencing the frantic chatter. Emma froze, the chilling sound reverberating in her skull. Where had it come from? Everyone had seemingly lost their way, and fear struck deeper than the cold had. The old tales about this ship echoed in her mind, stories about its haunted past and the souls that roamed its decks. With an urge propelled by instinct, Emma moved toward the source of the scream. Each step felt heavier, as if the shadows themselves were pulling her back, warning her not to approach. She stumbled upon a flickering emergency light, illuminating a small gathering of frightened passengers trailing its glow. Faces pale, eyes wide, they looked like ghosts themselves. A man stepped forward, his face drawn tight with fear. "It's Lila!" he shouted, pointing toward the stairwell at the far end of the corridor. She just fell overboard. What happened next felt like a slow-motion horror show. The group hesitated, whispers turning into frantic disputes. Some wanted to search for her, others suggested staying put, fearing what lurked in the shadows beyond the flickering light. But a monumental weight pressed down on Emma. She felt compelled to act. She couldn't leave Lila stranded, not when there was still hope. "Let us go," Emma cried, her voice wavering but determined. A couple of passengers nodded, forming a small, shaky group headed toward the stairwell. They moved cautiously, shadows scuttling and dancing, creating an atmosphere where every echo felt like a warning. Sweat beaded on Emma's brow as she gripped the banister tight, each twist and turn leading them deeper into the ship's guts where secrets lay buried. As they reached the lower decks, the smell of saltwater grew potent, mixed with something metallic. Emo leaned against the railing, peering into the inky depths below. The darkness seemed alive, pulsating, and the crashing waves sounded different, more like the anguished cries of lost souls. "Keep moving." A sharp voice barked behind Emma. It was a crew member, panic etched across his face as he ushered them forward, eyes darting nervously. "The water, it's not just the ocean." Emma's stomach twisted. What did he mean? Suddenly, a flicker illuminated the area ahead. An open door swung back and forth, creaking eerily as if beckoning them inside. An icy wind burst from the room, an impossible chill that stole Emma's breath. Dread gnawed at her, whispering that whatever lay within wasn't just Lila. With every ounce of bravery, they stepped inside. The dim light glowed strangely, revealing old life jackets hanging on the walls, dusty memories of a troubling past. In the corner, amidst the debris, a mirror reflected half-formed shapes, darkened and twisted. Was it Lila? The crew member gasped, and they all turned. Floating on the surface of the water that pooled beneath them were dark shapes, familiar shapes. Emma felt the gut-wrenching realization settle in, a cold dread creeping up her spine. Not ghostly apparitions, but something biological, something eerily human. Just as icy fingers seized her heart, a screech echoed from outside, followed by more screams battling against the crashing waves. Something terrible was happening on the surface. The ship was in chaos. What were they about to discover? Wait, Emma started, but the door slammed shut behind them, sealing them in. What lay hidden in this chamber? And was Lila truly gone forever? The suffocating darkness pressed in. The shadows shifted closer, breathing like something alive, and Emma realized, there was no going back. What awaited them in the depths? Emma's breath quickened as the door slammed shut. Panic clawed at her throat, and the dim light flickered ominously. They were trapped, cut off from the thrumming chaos outside. The shadows danced menacingly around her group, each flicker of light revealing more twisted remnants of humanity. "Get a grip." The crew member barked, his voice shaking but authoritative. "We need to think clearly." He glanced around, and Emma caught his eyes wild, searching. "We must find a way out. Lila, we have to look for her." "Look for Lila?" Emma shot back. "Those shapes in the water, they might be her." Her voice edged on hysteria, the weight of the moment weighing heavily on her chest. "No." Another passenger, a woman with strikingly wide eyes, cried. "We can't jump in there. We don't even know if it's safe." The crew member stepped closer, tension crackling in the air. "We won't jump in. We'll find another way." He moved toward the back of the room, where flickering lights cast off the ancient, rusted machinery. His fingers ran across the wall, skimming over a series of buttons, switches, and old levers. "What do you think that does?" Emma asked, his curiosity unintentionally flaring her fear. "Only one way to find out," he said, determination igniting in his eyes. Before he could touch anything, a low growl reverberated from the shadows, freezing everyone in place. Emma felt the hairs on the back of her neck stand on end. The growl morphed into a high-pitched wail that pierced through the structure of the ship like a knife, sending tremors through their bodies. "Oh God," the woman whispered, backing away from the sound. "What is happening?" "Just hold on." The crew member shouted, repositioning himself at the door, bracing against it. "Something's coming." Another scream pierced the air, this time stronger, drowning out the wail. Emma felt a sickening jolt as it dawned on her, they weren't alone. "Get ready to move," he shouted. The electricity in the room flickered dangerously, casting long shadows that flickered like spirits returning home. Emma turned, and her stomach dropped. The shapes were rising, slowly surfacing. They were indistinct at first but quickly became clearer, disguised between sheets of drifting seaweed and dark, murky water. Panic engulfed her, heart hammering like a war drum. "What is that? Stay back!" the crew member yelled as he fumbled with a switch. The lights overhead surged and sputtered, straining against the dark. Then from the depths of the shadows emerged a figure, a girl, hair matted and wild, face pale as the moon. It was Lila. But her eyes were wide, unseeing, as she clung to a rusted railing like a lifeline. A hollow, gurgling sound escaped her lips. "Lila!" Emma gasped, ready to dart toward her. But something larger, something monstrous, broke the surface behind Lila, silhouetted against the dim light. Before Emma could react, a deafening crash erupted from above, the ship shuddering violently under their feet. An alarm blared, the lights sputtering out, plunging them into a darkness more terrifying than before. "Now!" the crew member shouted. "We have to go. Follow me." He reached out towards the door as it rattled with the force of something slamming against it from outside. Emma's legs moved of their own accord. She grabbed the woman's arm and pulled her along as they stumbled behind the crew member. The unseen force bore down upon them, fear curling around her as tightly as the shadows. They dashed for the door, but even as they reached for the handle, the room shivered with a dread that made it clear it was not just Lila that needed saving. They were running out of time. What had the crew left behind? What had they awakened? As they pushed through the door, Emma turned back one last time, catching a glimpse of Lila or what Lila had become. And then they were plunged into a night that felt like the very depths of hell. Would they escape the horrors that awaited them? Or would darkness swallow them whole? The air outside the room was heavy, thick with an unshakable dread. As Emma and the others stumbled into the narrow corridor, the dim emergency lights cast an eerie glow over rusted metal walls. Her heart raced, echoing the pounding of footsteps behind her. They could hear it, the relentless growls clawing through the ship, maddeningly close. "Move! Move!" the crew member urged, adrenaline sharpening his voice. They followed him blindly, grasping at each other's arms for reassurance. Emma's mind was a frantic whirl. Lila, what happened to her? The image of her friend, lost to whatever dark thing lurked below, sent a shiver down her spine. They had to go back. They had to save her. A loud bang reverberated through the corridor, a sinister reminder of the terror stalking them. Someone screamed, a man in the group. His face was white with fear as he twisted around, terror making him forget to run. "We can't leave her. We can't. She's gone." Another voice yelled, desperation mingling with rage. Emma felt herself sway between hope and hopelessness. "Shut up and keep moving," the crew member shouted, his eyes darting to the trembling shadows. "We might still get out, but we have to hurry." They turned a corner, and the flickering lights revealed a door at the end of the hallway, an exit. But just as they sped towards it, the lights failed completely, plunging them into suffocating darkness. "Emma!" the woman grabbed her wrist, her grip tightening. "What do we do?" "Stay close," Emma called out, trying to keep the terror from her voice. It was growing harder as phantom scratches echoed around them, as though 1,000 fingertips brushed against the walls, all hungry for a taste of flesh. With their backs pressed into the wall, the crew member felt along the surface, desperate for the door handle. Each second felt like an eternity. The growls grew louder, pulsing through the air like a living thing, awakening every horror they had ever imagined. A pair of pale hands emerged suddenly from the darkness. They belonged to a girl. Lila's face twisted in agony, eyes wide, pupils dilated. "Help me!" she shrieked, a haunting sound that vibrated through Emma's bones. Lila's body slumped, barely gripping the doorframe, dragging herself toward them. But behind her loomed the monstrous silhouette, something wet and glistening, gliding forward as it loomed closer. "Lila!" Emma cried, dread pouring into her gut. "No! Come on!" The crew member jerked towards the door, realizing this wasn't a rescue, it was a trap. "Get back!" he shouted, trying to shove Emma away, but it was too late. The monstrous form advanced, a marionette bound by strings of shadow, dragging its grotesque body across the floor. "Run!" Emma screamed, her voice thick and desperate. The shadows inhaled deeply, their darkness pooled into a gaping maw. The sound of its breathing was thunderous, cold air swirling around them. They staggered away, fleeing toward the exit as instinct screamed to escape. But just as they reached the door, it slammed shut, a wall of indestructible force. The crew member banged on it, yelling obscenities, desperation chipping away at their sanity. "Turn back!" The woman screeched, horrified as Lila's form twisted in the shadows, a sickening mix of agony and hunger. Emma felt her chest tighten. "We can't just leave her." She fought against the growing dread in her heart, but deep down, murmurs echoed through her mind. "Then we die together." The crew member yelled, lunging back toward the pathetic figure of Lila. The monstrous thing let out a deafening roar, the kind that vibrated through bones, sending shockwaves through Emma's chest. The door to freedom was now a cruel reminder. As darkness swallowed them and the air turned heavy, a sickening truth unfurled in Emma's mind. What if Lila wasn't just lost? What if she had become something else entirely? No. Emma whispered, but the answer lurked in the shadows, waiting for the inevitable moment of choice. What would they become to save her? Desperation clutched at Emma's throat, eyes widening as she faced the horror before them. As the monstrous figure lunged forward, ready to consume everything in its path, Emma felt time slow. Would they face the darkness, or would they join Lila in her fate? Would sacrifice lead to salvation or damnation? The truth twisted cruelly in the air, drawing them into the abyss. The creature lunged, its ghastly silhouette rushing toward them with an unnatural speed. Emma barely had time to react before its fetid breath engulfed her, cold and rancid like something dragged from the depths of the ocean. She turned, instincts overriding reason, and propelled herself deeper into the corridor, the chilling sounds of the beast trailing behind. "Keep moving. Don't look back." The crew member's voice rang out, laced with urgency. Fear distorted their faces into masks of terror, each person driven by a primal need to escape. Emma gripped the woman's hand as they stumbled down the hallway. The chill of Lila's pain still lingered, echoing off the metal walls. Once again, the growl thundered behind them, the sound pulling at the fabric of their sanity. Emma twisted to steal a glance, just as Lila's contorted figure leaned against the wall, a warped version of the friend she had known. Emma, it was more an echo than a plea, a broken whisper that clawed at her heart. "Don't stop." The crew member barked, charging forward. Emma's heart ached, confusion battling against survival instincts. They had to help Lila. How could she abandon her? But what if Lila wasn't the same? What if she was the very thing hunting them? Then, without warning, the lights flickered back on, illuminating their path. Emma's breath caught as she caught sight of the windows lining the corridor. Outside, the churning sea glimmered under a pale moon, its waves crashing violently against the ship. It looked so serene, yet inside, terror reigned. "Over here!" The crew member shouted, and they all pushed toward a door marked employee access. With a desperate twist of the handle, he flung it open, revealing an auxiliary room filled with equipment and emergency supplies. They rushed inside and jammed the door shut. "Is it gone?" The woman panted, her voice trembling as she leaned her back against the cool metal. Emma was perched close to the door, heart racing, listening intently. Then came the dreadful sound, claws scraping against the steel door, a reminder that they were far from safe. The crew member looked around, panic scratching at his composure. "We need to barricade this door." "It won't hold long," he shouted, grabbing anything he could find, a stack of boxes, a heavy first aid kit. The others scrambled to assist, panic igniting their limbs. Emma, however, couldn't shake the image of Lila. What was happening to her? She had to know the truth. "We have to go back for her." The words forced their way out past the lump in her throat, a desperate plea. "Are you insane?" The crew member hissed, pausing in his frantic attempts at fortifying the door. "She's not Lila anymore. We shouldn't even be talking about this." Anguish tinged his voice, and Emma could see the guilt gnawing at him. But she shook her head defiantly. We can't leave her like this. We need to find out what's really happening. As the growls intensified, the door trembled under the weight of the creature's assault. Emma looked at the costs of retreat, and the weight of loss was saving Lila worth risking them all. Silence loomed as they exchanged glances, all minds spinning with the deadly implications of their choices. Then the door shuddered violently, sending a crack down the metal frame. With newfound urgency, everything around them shifted in a heartbeat. Only the terror knew the answer, the choice stripping away their innocence as they stood on the brink of moral rebellion. What would life look like if they left one of their own behind? And what lurked greater in the shadows waiting to rip them apart? Just as the door splintered, Emma felt at the pull of something dark and ancient stirring deep within the ship. An undeniable presence rising, hungry for flesh and chaos. This was just the beginning. What lay behind that door? Would they confront the unimaginable, or would the shadows consume them all? Emma braced herself and took a step forward, making a choice that shattered everything. The splintering sound reverberated in her ears like thunder. Emma's pulse quickened, adrenaline flooding her veins. She could feel the creature's power pressing against the door, each shaky breath a reminder that time was running out. Emma, no! Screamed the crew member, desperation breaking through his composure. If you go out there, you're dead. We all are. But Lila's face flickered in Emma's mind, a haunting reminder of everything they had shared, the laughter, the dreams, the plans for a future that now felt impossibly distant. With every thud of the creature's claw against the door, that memory pulled her toward the truth. She couldn't leave without knowing. Get ready, she said, voice steadying. If we're going to do this, we do it now. The words were like lightning, electrifying the air. The crew member, still reluctantly backing her, grabbed a heavy fire extinguisher. If that thing gets in, we make a stand. Together. They nodded, a fragile alliance forged in fear. With bated breath, Emma prepared herself for what lay beyond. She leaped forward, twisting the doorknob and flinging it open as the creature's howl pierced the air. Time stood still, the corridor that had once been their refuge lay shrouded in darkness, the shadows writhing like living things. But beyond the terror, there was Lila, or what was left of her. She stood in the flickering light, eyes unnaturally wide and glistening with something other than human emotion. Deathly pale, she seemed a marionette with its strings cut, swaying slightly as though ready to snap at any moment. Emma, Lila's voice echoed, a deadly whisper that carried traces of desperation. Help me. A chill raced down Emma's spine. That wasn't her friend, it was a reflection of what was lost. Lila. It's me. It's Emma. She called, her voice a mix of hope and horror. The crew member hesitated behind her, heart pounding like a war drum. Emma, she's dangerous. We need to get back inside. But Emma couldn't look away from Lila. What happened to you? She demanded, desperate for an answer. Please, tell me. We can save you. Just come back to us. The plea was raw, emotional. But Lila's lips curled in a shadow of a smile, and that smile was a harbinger no longer human, but something much darker. With a sudden, unholy shriek, Lila lunged, all hints of the girl Emma once loved evaporating as the monster within broke free. Emma stumbled backward, horror filling her throat, choking her. No! She cried, barely holding her ground. The crew member lunged forward, slamming the door shut, the sound of Lila's screams muffled on the other side. They both crashed against the cool metal, breaths mingling panic and air thick with dread. Did we just leave her? Emma gasped, the weight of despair crushing her. She felt every thread of her belief unravel. Lila had been lost to them. They had to protect themselves, but at what cost? We couldn't take the risk, the crew member replied, voice shaky. That thing, it has to be contained. But before he could finish, the lights flickered ominously again, casting eerie shadows that danced on the walls. The growls resumed, a cacophony that rumbled through the air, more voices joining the chorus. Emma's heart raced. The creature wasn't alone. "It's coming for us," she murmured, eyes wide with dread. "What do we do?" he whispered, panic peeking through his bravado. "Oh God, we have to find a way out, we can't stay here." But as the growls swelled to a deafening crescendo, Emma understood there was no escape. What trapped them on this ship was beyond their comprehension. As the door rattled once more, splintering with raw power, a distant scream echoed in the darkness, chilling her to the bone. It was Lila, and she was not the only one now haunting the ship. What had they awakened? Emma's fear coiled tightly around her throat as reality spiraled. The creatures were coming and they wanted blood. In the chaos of confusion and terror, Emma faced the impossible choice, to run or to confront whatever awaited on the other side. The shadows thickened, and she took a deep breath. What lay ahead could be their salvation or their undoing. With one final glance at the barricaded door, Emma stepped forward with resolve. It was time to uncover the truth. Emma's heart pounded like a drummer in a parade, drowning out everything else. She could barely catch her breath as the shadows closed in around her. The crew member looked at her, fear etched into his features, as he tightened his grip on the fire extinguisher. "Are you sure about this?" "Fear won't guide us," she replied, her voice trembling but resolute. The horror she'd seen in Lila's transformation lingered like a dark cloud above them. With no choice but to press forward, Emma squeezed through the door, stepping into the chaos of darkness beyond. The air felt thick, almost suffocating, each breath tasting of metal and salt. The growls echoed, a sinister choir that sent chills racing down her spine. "What is happening?" she whispered, clutching the only light source they had left, a flashlight that flickered uncertainly, lighting up quick glimpses of the corridor's decaying walls, each scratch and dent carrying the weight of trapped memories. Suddenly, a loud crash reverberated behind them. The door they'd just shut was rattling violently, and the lock groaned under the pressure. "It won't hold for long," the crew member shouted, panic creeping into his voice as he darted to the side, readying the extinguisher. As Emma moved cautiously through the corridor, shadows flickered like ghosts fleeing from the light. Each step felt like a step closer to oblivion. The distant screams echoed again, Lila's voice buried amongst the cacophony, twisted into a lament that was gut-wrenching. "Lila, we have to find her," Emma murmured, already knowing deep down that her friend was gone. "You think you can save her?" The crew member's voice cut through the murkiness. "She'll kill you." Emma turned to him, her expression set with determination. "Maybe, just maybe, she's still in there. We have to find out what's happening." But as she spoke, the shadows morphed into forms that began to take shape, twisted, grotesque figures lurking just beyond the reach of the flashlight's beam. Emma felt the hairs on the back of her neck rise. Were these the remnants of those who had succumbed to the creature? Or were they something far worse? "Oh God!" the crew member's voice trembled as he pointed ahead. Through the fading light, Emma could see what looked like a figure, hunched over. As they got closer, the feeble beam illuminated it fully, a torn and tattered form, a creature that resembled human yet was grotesquely altered, their limbs twisted, eyes hollow and void of sanity. "Run!" he shouted, almost primal in his fear. Emma felt terror seep into her bones, but she couldn't move at first. She was frozen in the gaze of the creature. It turned, a grotesque mimicry of a smile creeping onto its face, jagged teeth glistening. "Help me," it croaked, voice dripping with malice. "No!" Emma screamed, tearing her eyes away, adrenaline finally kicking in. They bolted down the corridor, pounding feet echoing the chaos around them. Behind them, the growl became a roar, the sounds of chaos multiplying as more forms emerged from the dark. Emma's heart raced, each thud of her feet matching the rising panic swelling in her chest. "This way! We have to find a way up!" the crew member shouted as they navigated the twisting hallways. The ship felt like a labyrinth, endless, disorienting, and alive. Just as they took a sharp turn, a blinding light burst into existence. They were met with a doorway that led to the upper deck. Sunlight streamed down, but the air was thick with tension. What might they find up there? Do you think it's safe? The crew member whispered, glancing over his shoulder. Emma took a deep breath. We can't stay here. We need to know what's waiting for us outside. With a quick nod, they turned towards the light, ready to confront whatever lay on the other side of hope and despair. But as they pushed through the door, a deep, mocking laugh echoed behind them, chilling their very souls. You can never escape what awaited them on the upper deck felt unfathomable, a fate far worse than they could imagine. Emma's hand shook on the door handle. Was it too late for salvation? Gathering herself, she stepped forward. The sunlight was blinding and, yet, terrifying. What had they awakened? What was prowling the outer deck? The truth was now closer than ever, and it promised to be damning. As Emma crossed into the blinding light, her heart raced, and shadows flickered at the edges of her vision. The crew member followed closely, the fire extinguisher clutched to his chest like a talisman against the horror lurking behind them. The sound of laughter faded, leaving behind a chilling silence that wrapped around them like fog. The upper deck stretched out before them, a scene frozen in time. The sun glinted off the waves like shards of glass, but the beauty was marred by the unsettling presence that lingered in the air. Where is everyone? The crew member whispered, scanning the deserted deck. Emma glanced around, searching for any signs of life amid the scene of desolation. Chairs lay overturned, tables scattered as if a storm had passed through. This place is eerie, she muttered, her voice barely breaking the silence. Suddenly, a shadow darted to the edge of their vision. Emma spun around, flashlight beam cutting through the sunlit haze, illuminating a figure perched on the edge of the deck. Panic flooded her, her pulse racing as she squinted at the strange shape. It looked like another of those twisted creatures. Stay back! The crew member shouted, brandishing the fire extinguisher. The figure turned, a wild look in its eyes that matched a mix of fear and despair. Help, please! It cried, voice trembling. Is it Lila? Emma dared to hope. No. That can't be her. The crew member's hands shook as he gripped the extinguisher more tightly. It's just another monster. Ignoring his cries, Emma stepped forward. What happened to you? She felt an odd compulsion to help, to reach out and pull the girl back from whatever darkness consumed her. The creature's face contorted, brow furrowed with anguish. She's hunting us, she won't stop. What? Before she could grasp the full horror of the statement, another shriek pierced the air, a bone-chilling sound that sent shivers down Emma's spine. The creature's face morphed into something animalistic, a desperate plea swirling into madness. Run! It screamed, and Emma didn't need to be told twice. They sprinted back towards the hatch. The light above them dimmed as dark clouds curled on the horizon. The air thickened, and the distant sound of thunder rumbled ominously. Down! The crew member shouted, pushing her as they dove into the safety of the hatchway. Slamming it shut, they leaned against the door, gasping for breath. The growls they had silenced outside now clawed at the entrance, loud and relentless. What do we do? The crew member gasped, panic clawing at the edges of his voice. We can't go back. We need a plan, Emma said, trying to steady her racing heart. There has to be another way out. We have to regroup and find the others. As they caught their breath, a deep rumble echoed through the ship, like the groan of a beast awakening. The walls shuddered, and the lights flickered, casting eerie shadows around them. What was that? He croaked. I don't know, but we need to find the power. If we could somehow reactivate it. Emma's words trailed off as an idea took root in her mind. If we restore the power, maybe we can send a distress signal. Exactly. She exclaimed, hope igniting in her chest. But as they prepared to move, a voice whispered from the darkness, smooth and menacing. You're playing a dangerous game. Emma. Chills crawled down her spine as the air grew colder. Emma's blood ran cold. How did it know her name? "Who are you?" she dared to ask. But the only response was twisted, mocking laughter spiraling through the corridor as the shadows thickened, leaving Emma and the crew member alone against an unseen menace in the heart of a doomed ship. Would their desperate plan to restore power save them, or would they fall victim to the lurking darkness that had been waiting for them to make the first move? The air hung thick with tension as Emma and the crew member exchanged fearful glances. Adrenaline surged through her, paired with the creeping certainty that they were not alone. The laughter echoed in her ears, each mocking chuckle a chilling reminder of the darkness closing in around them. "Let us go," Emma insisted, grabbing the crew member's arm and guiding him deeper into the corridor. They crept along the narrow path, hearts pounding in synchrony with the distant growls that reverberated through the ship's hull. Each footfall felt like a countdown, the walls closing in, creating a suffocating pressure that threatened to crush them. Suddenly, a crash erupted behind them, furniture splintering and falling over. They whipped around, eyes wide, but only shadows greeted them. Emma took a breath. They had to keep moving, had to reach the power room. If only they could find the others, the thought flared, desperate and tenuous. "Which way?" the crew member whispered, his eyes darting. Emma glanced up, searching for any sign, any flicker of light that could guide them. "Down this way," she said, pointing towards an unlit passageway. She stepped forward, her pulse quickening with each uncertain step. The darkness seemed to swallow the beam of her flashlight, making it impossible to know what lurked just out of view. They moved cautiously, straining their ears for the sounds of life, against the pervasive shadows stalking them. As they reached a split in the hallway, a faint glow flickered from the left. "Emma, wait!" the crew member warned. But she was already taking a step towards the light. Curiosity and fear battled within her. She had to see if it was a way to escape, to find others, or perhaps the source of the whispered voice. "What if it's a trap?" he urged, his voice breaking with fear. "It's worth the risk," Emma replied, surprising herself with her determination. "We can't hide forever." Moving closer to the warm flicker, she could see that it was a malfunctioning emergency light. With a sigh of relief, she turned back toward the crew member. His eyes were wide, frozen in place. "We can use this to signal," she exclaimed. But before she could grab her phone from her pocket, the sudden darkness thickened and swarmed around her. The glow vanished, leaving only cold shadows. Emma's heart raced, fear tightened her chest as she looked around. "Emma!" the crew member cried, his voice tight with terror. She spun towards him, ready to assure him, but the words caught in her throat. Behind him, a dark figure emerged, features twisted and indistinct, backlit by the pulsing lights. "Let go of her!" the crew member shouted, raising the fire extinguisher. He swung it defensively, but the figure slipped like smoke, fading into the darkness. "What was that?" Emma gasped, eyes wide. "Did you see it?" he stammered, backing away. "We need to leave, now." Before they could run, the voice cut through the air again, closer this time, insidious and mocking. "Did you think you could escape? The game has just begun." Feeling eyes on them, Emma swallowed hard. "We can't let it toy with us. We have to find the power room, now. Are we really going to keep playing its game?" Emma met his eyes, her resolve wavering. "There's no choice. It's what we came here for." As they moved further down the hall, a new terror flooded Emma's mind. What awaited them in the power room? Shadows danced around them, each flicker a reminder that something was hunting them, lying in wait. A sudden crash echoed from somewhere behind them, a cacophony of chaos that urged them on. Every instinct screamed to run, but there was no way out, no turning back. They had to push forward, to face whatever prowled the dark. With every step, Emma felt a weight upon her, the weight of choice, of fear, and the unyielding question: could they outsmart the darkness, or had they just stepped into its trap? That question hung heavy in the air, as the lights flickered again, and then went out completely. The ship creaked and groaned under the pressure of the chaos unfolding within. Emma felt the weight of the darkness close in around her. Moments stretched like eternity as panic clawed at her chest. She grasped the fire extinguisher tighter, its cold metal grounding her amidst the madness. "Keep going," the crew member urged, his voice steady but tinged with dread. They stumbled blindly, the mere echo of their footsteps sending waves of anxiety rushing through them. They had to find the power room, had to restore some semblance of order before the shadows overtook them. Suddenly, the air chilled, as if the shadows themselves were breathing around them. Emma shivered, feeling eyes on her from the corners of the corridor. "It's here," she whispered, fighting against the gnawing fear clawing at her throat. Then, an ear-splitting scream pierced the air, a spine-tingling sound that resonated deep within Emma, freezing her in place. That was Lila. She gasped, realization flooding over her. Her gut twisted, torn between the desperate need to rescue Lila and the instinct to keep her own life safe. "Emma, we can't stay," the crew member urged, grabbing her arm. They turned and hurried away from the cries resonating in the ship's belly. Emma stole one last glance back, her heart heavy. Was Lila really lost to them? Or was she still inside that writhing horror? As they navigated the dark, Emma's thoughts zigzagged between salvation and self-preservation. There had to be a way to confront whatever had claimed Lila without losing herself in the process. They reached a station marked with warning signs power control. The room was dimly illuminated by emergency lights, which flickered unsteadily like the thoughts racing through Emma's mind. "This is it," she breathed. "If we can turn the power back on, we might be able to send a distress signal. Let us hurry," the crew member encouraged, darting inside. Emma followed closely behind, her heart pounding with fear and anticipation. He fumbled with the control panel, trying switches and levers, but nothing responded. "Come on," Emma urged, reaching over to assist him. Behind them, the scratching of claws against metal grew louder. Shadows reeled, circling like hungry wolves, and the air hummed with palpable tension. Just when panic started to seep into Emma's resolve, a low hum filled the air. "Yes! It worked!" the crew member exclaimed, his eyes lighting up with hope. The lights flickered back to life, illuminating the room in a dim glow. "Now we can," but Emma didn't finish her thought. The shadows surged forward, crawling into the room like smoke, twisting and twisting until they formed a grotesque silhouette, something that clung to the very fabric of fear itself. A voice echoed, smooth and cruel. "You thought you could escape me?" It wrapped around them like a vice, squeezing their lungs. Emma's breath caught, she knew that voice well. It was an echo of Lila, twisted beyond recognition. "Lila!" Emma shouted, desperation coursing through her. "Fight it! We're here!" But the voice that emerged was not her friend's, only a hollow mimicry. "You left me!" it threatened, shadows writhing in anguish. "And now, you will join me. Stay back!" The crew member shouted, brandishing the fire extinguisher, but the shadows, full of fury, roared back, and within the chaos, something lunged. "No!" Emma yelled, leaping to grab the crew member's shoulder, just as the form exploded into a mass of darkness, enveloping them. In that moment of terrifying embrace, Emma centered her thoughts. "Think, Emma. Remember Lila's strength. Focus on that. Help me." She screamed again, sending a wave of energy toward the shadows, an offering of love and friendship. The air pulsed with desperation and emotion, and then, with a blinding flash, a light erupted within the womb of darkness, illuminating the chamber. The shadows writhed violently, twisting and screaming, before finally recoiling into a corner, momentarily retreating. "Move!" she shouted, aware that they had bought just a few seconds to escape. They raced toward an exit, the sound of chaos. Erupting lightning like all around them. As they burst from the power control room, Emma heard the cries grow louder. She couldn't drown out Lila's torment, could almost see her friend reaching through the shadows, longing for release. Despite everything, as they ran, Emma felt a fire ignite within her, a flicker of hope. "We're going to save her," she yelled to the crew member, determination blending with desperation. "All of us," he echoed, his face a mask of anguish. "But we have to get to the lifeboats. They might be able to get us to safety." They burst out onto the deck again, where a storm raged overhead. The ocean swelled violently, waves crashing against the hull of the SS Fantasia. They sprinted toward the lifeboats, when suddenly, a figure appeared before them, Lila, or the shadow of what she once was. Her writhing form looked at them, mixing pleading with rage. "Save me," she cried, her voice a haunting melody that pulled at Emma's heart. But the shadows clung to Lila like a suffocating cloak, ignoring the instinct to recoil. Emma felt the fire heave in her chest. "Fight it!" she shouted, casting aside fear. Lila's figure flickered, torn by the light and the dark within her. Without hesitation, Emma surged forward, gripping Lila's hand despite the darkness that enveloped her. "You're stronger than this. Come back to us." The words struggled to break through the chaos. The shadows recoiled, but Lila's eyes shimmered, battling between the familiar and the monstrous. Just for a moment, Emma thought she saw a glimmer of understanding, a flicker of the friend she had known return, but the darkness swelled, furious at her resolve. Emma drew strength from every shared memory of laughter, every promise of friendship. "Fight!" she shouted again, squeezing Lila's hand tighter, and then, as if a dam had broken, light flooded the deck, sweeping away the shadows fighting for control. Lila gasped. The monstrous visage faltered, revealing a fragment of the girl Emma loved. "Emma!" she cried, the connection pulling stronger. "Don't let go. The power. The power to fight." Emma yelled back. Holding tightly, she focused on Lila, ignoring the chaos swirling around them. Suddenly, Lila's form shimmered into clarity, and the darkness began to dissipate. "You're right, I'm not lost," she screamed, and with a final surge of spirit, she broke free from the shadows, illuminating the night. They moved together as one fiery force, pushing forward towards the lifeboats. The crew member followed closely, unrelenting in their charge. With every step, the remnants of darkness clawed at their heels, but together, they lit a path through the chaos. At last, they reached the lifeboat station. Emma quickly ripped the ropes from the first boat they saw. "Get in. Now," she urged, forcing Lila and the crew member into their seats as the storm roared around them. As they pulled away from the ship, Emma looked back one last time, the SS Fantasia looming dark and foreboding. Behind her, shadows shifted as if in mourning, but she felt an unshakable triumph coursing through her veins. "Let us never look back," she whispered, the words a promise etched into her heart. Together, they faced the dawn that broke over the horizon, knowing that they had escaped the nightmare together. Even when darkness threatened to consume them whole, the storm raged in the distance, but they were free, and just like that, they vanished into a new beginning, leaving the horrors of the SS Fantasia behind. You need to subscribe now so you don't miss the next exclusive stories. Smash that like button now to feed the algorithm and flood the comments section with your reactions and theories about the ending. Instantly share this video with at least 5 friends who need to see this conclusion. Don't wait even one more second to share, your support means everything.